Welcome to a video tour of our Mass Intention software. Let's log in as an admin to start. Here we see no masses have been created, so we will create a mass now. You'll see we have a very simple form for creating a mass. We will choose the date and the time. The note would be for something to indicate, such as a different location. Maybe it's in a chapel or a nursing home as opposed to your regular mass location. And then repeat allows you to have this particular mass repeated on the schedule multiple weeks in a row. For now, we'll do just this once. Now let's take a look and see what this looks like for the user. Remember, we've only added one mass. Here we are. We can see the one mass available. We also see a very mobile friendly and very simple form here for the user. We'll go ahead and click request. We'll enter our mass intention. We can choose a category, living or deceased, and then the name of the person who is making the request and the contact information of the person who is making the request. Alright, here we see a form reviewing the information, a note here that the details have been sent to the parish and that the request needs to be reviewed. So it's not an automatic request, you will get to review it. We also see a nice feature here. There's a donate button. We'll show you in the settings. You can specify the URL that this goes to. We'll click on it. We have a sample form here. This could go to any online payment or donation system that you already have. If you want a simple donation form like we have here, we can add that service for you. It's part of our form builder, but most of the time you will probably just link to your current online giving, and we'll show you how to do that in settings. Now this request was sent to the administrator, and we'll show you that nice email that you'll receive. Okay, here is that email with the mass intention request information and then a link to remind you how to log in. So then you can go right to the system, and we see that that request is pending. So we'll click edit. Here you have the ability to make a change if maybe they type too much or type something that you didn't want to show up in the system. You have ability to change it there. Everything here is locked in because you made this public and they made the request. And then this will come in to place later where you can record whether or not the mass was actually celebrated, who celebrated it, and things like that. So the main thing we'll do is we'll change the status to approved. You could also change it to not approved. If you do that, it will clear out the intention. That mass will become available again on the public list, and the person who made the request will receive an email or a text telling them that it was not approved. Let's click approved for this example, and we see it's moved to approve. Also, the person who made this request did in fact receive a text or an email saying that it has been approved. In addition, 3 days before the event, they will receive a reminder that their mass intention is coming up. Let's go back out and see what it looks like now. We see the intention is showing and the request button is gone. So this can be made publicly available as a way to show your intentions, and no one can make another intention because it has been taken. Let's go back and see what we would do after this has been celebrated. So after the mass has been celebrated, you're going to want to go in one more time, and you see that the intention area is locked in, and what is now available for you is the official record details. So this is where you can say that Father Smith did celebrate it and a card was mailed, or whatever notes you want to make in order to officially record the details, and you can click save. Now it's officially recorded, and if you want, you can view this record and you can also print this record. Let's take a look at the print preview. We see a nice print ready format. If you want to physically file this, you can. Alright, let's add another mass just to see what that is like again, when we'll add multiple this time. 9 a.m. mass, and let's have it repeat 5 times. And we'll see that that filled in that Sunday mass 5 times in the future. And we'll go see what this looks like for the user. We now see with all these new masses, the request button is available. We'll make one more request here. Pray for Kyle, who has deceased. Alright, again we have the donate option, and we didn't show this. This shows pending. So when a user goes to look at this mass, they will see that it's pending. So they don't see the intention, they don't see the request button. If you approve it, the intention will show up. If you don't approve it, the request button returns. And now let's go look at the administrator settings. Again, this is pending, so we could work on it if we wanted to. Let's look at settings. Of course, basic settings about your account. And then here's two neat settings that we didn't fully show. This is where you paste in your link for donations. So you have the freedom to link to your existing online donation tool, or again, if you want, we have a form builder option which would allow you to make a simple form to take a donation for these mass intentions. And then let's look at this feature here, ask for the mailing address. This is an option. If you want to ask for their mailing address on the sign up form, you turn that on, and let's see what that looks like. We see then that a physical address is requested. So if you want a physical address because you're going to send out a physical card, you can turn that on and receive that as well. Again, here's the nice mobile friendly public view. You could make this available on your website or social media, link to it in emails. Like our other programs, this is website based. You'll receive a special link for your church, so it will say your church name at the top, and then you will share that link. So this isn't something that is necessarily part of your website. You can link to it from your website, you can link to it from social media, you could link to it from your mobile app, and of course link to it from emails. You can also print the link in your bulletin so that or on flyers, so people can type in the URL and go right to this site. I hope this helps and gives you a good understanding of how our simple mass intention software works.